Fantastic, my good evening and welcome to the Manx Radio Folk Show with me, John Barker, playing you the best in folk and roots music from the Isle of Man and from all around the world. Jen Butterworth's solo album, Her by Design, is finally out in its full form, and although it's now March, here's a track called Fair Maids of February.
You come out today, fair maids of February. Why don't you come out to play? Oh, we've seen you, oh, we've seen you. Even when the icy winds do blow from a darkness of winter, the first flowers to venture, and now we're lying beneath the snow. Dresses are torn and ragged. There's nothing you would wish to see. Our faces are lame with sorrow. I'm sure you would agree. We used to love dancing, used to love dancing. When the air was sweet and made us grow, but with no one to court us, all courage has left us, and now we're dying beneath the snow. Children, and we don't have the power to choose. So take heed in February, or your fate will be like ours. Oh, we told you. Oh, we told you. So many, many times. But you didn't believe us, and you'll never believe us, and now we'll die beneath the snow.
That was Jen Butterworth from her new album Her by Design, And we know Jen as one of the finest guitarists on the traditional scene, but this album really shows that she has one of the finest voices on the scene too. I heartily recommend it to you. Let's go back to a 2007 album by Barry Dransfield. The album was called Unruly, and this song is Constant Lovers.
As I was a-walking down by the seashore, where the wind and the waves and the billows do roar, there I heard a strange voice make a terrible sound. Was the wind and the waves and the echoes all round, crying, oh, my love is gone. He's a youth I adore. He's gone and I never shall see him no more. She'd a voice like a nightingale, skin like a dove, and the song that she sang, it was all about love. I asked her to marry me please. The answer she gave, my love's drowned in the seas, crying, oh, my love is gone. He's a youth I adore. He's gone and I never shall see him no more. I told her I'd gold and silver besides, in a coach and 6 horses with me she could ride. I never will marry, nor yet be a wife, constant and true-hearted as long as I have life, crying, oh, my love is gone. He's a youth I adore. He's gone and I never shall see him no more. She threw out her arms and gave a great leap from the cliffs that were high to the billows so deep, crying, rocks of the ocean shall make me a bed, and the shrimps of the sea shall swim over my head, crying, oh, my love is gone. He's a youth I adore. He's gone and I never shall see him no more. And now every night at 6 bells they appear, when the moon it shines bright and the sky it is clear, those two constant lovers with all of their charms, rolling over and over in each other's arms, crying, oh, my love is gone. He's a youth I adore. He's gone and I never shall see him no more.
Ewan McLaughlin was nominated as Musician of the Year at the Alba Trad Awards in 2023. He's an accomplished multi-instrumentalist, producer and string arranger based in Glasgow. Here's a track by him from a few years ago called South Side. A few weeks ago I played you a new track by Scottish singer and guitarist Rachel Samani. I've been listening to a bit of her music and very much enjoying it. Here's an older track from an album called Under Mountains from 2012 and it's called Breathe Easy.
If I could take this wave to sea, do you think that we could sail out in the night? We must let no one know, so maybe if we go, we'll go unseen. I'll sing below the ripples, heed the seashells of the storm, and we'll swim, knowing they can't touch us. We'll swim, knowing they can't touch us. If eyes could stop think that we could venture to the light. I'd even play my violin, scratching on the strings, a laughing joy. I don't want to be that crashing wave, but I'll give it one more try. And we'll swim, knowing rain can't touch us. We'll swim, knowing rain can't touch us. We'll swim, knowing rain can't touch us. We'll swim, knowing they can't touch us. And I'll shelter you from harm, and my love will keep you warm until all these fears have gone. And we'll swim, knowing rain can't touch us. We'll swim, knowing rain can't touch us. We'll swim, knowing rain can't touch us. We'll swim, knowing they can't touch us. Let me swim, let me swim, let me swim, let me swim into the coast. Breathe easy. Let me swim, let me swim, let me swim, let me swim into the coast. Breathe easy.
Now, this Sunday night, we're very much looking forward to seeing Chris Drever and Chris Stout performing at the Institute in Laxey. At this point that I'm recording this show on Monday morning, there are only 7 tickets left. I've played you lots of Chris Drever's music over the years and in recent weeks. Here's something that features Chris Stout, and also Catriona McKaye and Seamus Begley, from an album not surprisingly called Begley McKaye Stout. Seamus Begley passed away in January 23 and was a leading Irish musician, particularly on the melodeon, and Catriona McKaye is a Scottish harpist. Here we have Walsh's hornpipe and Derry hornpipe. Fantastic playing from all three of them. That's Begley, McKaye, Stout. And I'll play another track by Catriona and Chris later in the show. In the meantime, here's a song I've played you before. This is the Imagined Villages version of My Son John from their Empire and Love album. I told Howard Kane I'd play this track on the show because I heard them singing the traditional version of it with Mine's a Shanty the other weekend. And I find this version quite fascinating because it's updated to reflect the Afghan war that was going on at the time. With vocals by Martin Carthy, this is the Imagined Village.
My son John was tall and slim, he had a leg for every limb. Now he's got no legs at all, 'cause he ran a race with a cannonball, with a cannonball. He ran a race with a cannonball. Jack the lad, he went off to war, away bye-bye as he ran out the door. Says bye-bye John, when I see you again, you'll be back from Iraq, from Afghanistan, from the Taliban. You'll be back from Iraq and Afghanistan. I sat down each day on the shore for the space of 7 long years or more, till a big transport come across the sky, and I shouted aloud, "Will you clear the way, clear the way?" I shouted aloud, "Will you clear the way?" I shouted aloud till the captain said, "Are you here with the living, are you back with the dead? Dead. Did you see anything of my son John? Is the boy living or is he gone? Is he gone? Is the poor boy living or is he gone?" Up come John and he's got no legs, got carbon fibre blades instead. She smiled and she kissed him over and all. "Bet you run quicker than you did before, you did before. Bet you run quicker than you did before." Deaf, were you blind when you left your own 2 legs behind? Or did you go walking upon the sea to shrink your 2 legs down to the knee, down to the knee? Well, shrink your 2 legs down to the knee. No, I wasn't deaf, I was not blind when I left my own 2 legs behind. But a thundering landmine jumped in the way, wore these legs right down to the knee, down to the knee. Wore these legs right down to the knee. I was tall, I was slim, I had a leg for every limb. Then chicken hawks come knocking at the door. Cool Britannia called for war, she called for war. Cool Britannia called for war. Britannia called for war, with all those chicken hawks stood at the door. So cluster bombs like you sow corn, you better stay away from the harvest home, the harvest home. You better run a mile from the harvest home.
over every limb. Now he's got no legs at all, 'cause he run a race with a cannonball, with a cannonball. He run a race with a cannonball.
Next, here's a new song by Johnny Campbell. I played you something of his last year when he released an album called True North, which was an album of Northern English traditional songs recorded on their respective county summits. Well, now he's released a new single, and staying in the vein of rambling in the countryside, it's called Roving I Will Go.
From the land for centuries, it's all we've come to know. One side of the wire fence is the one you call your home. Roving I will go, roving I will go. Collier's hands, these'll never be a farmers neither shall. Those days have come to pass, and sold down from these hands. Roving I will go, roving I will go. Sing those songs of lost, stories of old times. The words will ride the gentle breeze forever in our minds. Roving I will go, roving I will go. So let the fiddle take the air and sing with our still lives, with the north wind firmly at your back and the stars for candlelight. Roving I will go, roving I will go. Cast the shackles from the mind and join your hand with mine, with the north wind firmly at our backs, and each step to pass the time. Roving we will go, 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 roving we will go.
So that was Johnny Campbell, and as I said, his album of last year was called True North. Now, in my show of a few weeks ago that had a northern theme, I played a song called True North from another album called True North, and that was by Eliza Gilkison. And I've noticed that she's got a new single out called Dark Night of the Soul. She's a bit more on the countryside of folk and roots, but it's all great music.
There's some bad news going round. Our whole world's turned upside down. Dreams are shattered, hearts are broken, hope is shot down on the ground, and sorrow takes its toll now in the dark night of your soul. It's not the first time, won't be the last time we have lost on the battleground. In the struggle, there'll be sad times when the haters take us down. Keep your eyes fixed on the goal now, in the dark night of your soul. And when all your hope is gone, that's the time to carry on. So keep your light on, vow to fight on through the dark night of your soul. Call on Martin, call on Ida, whose fight for justice did not cease. Those who kept the flame alive in other times as dark as these, and we'll take back what was stolen in the dark night of the soul. So keep on dancing, keep on singing, keep on passing the songs around. Keep the bells of freedom ringing till the walls come tumbling down, and we heal what has been broken in the dark night of the soul. And when you feel you can't go on, the darkest hours before the dawn. So keep your light on, vow to fight on through the dark night of your soul. Keep your light on, vow to fight on through the dark night of your soul.
Come, all of you workers who toil night and day, by hand and by brain, to earn your pay, who for centuries long past, for no more than your bread, have bled for your countries and counted your dead. In the factories and mills, in the shipyards and mines, we've often been told to keep up with times, for our skills are not needed. They've streamlined the job, and with slide rule and stopwatch our pride they have robbed. Aye, but when the sky darkens and the prospect is war, who's given a gun and then pushed to the fore? and expected to die for the land of our birth, though we've never owned one handful of earth.
I followed Eliza Gilkyson with a very short but very fine track from Beth Malcolm's Folk Moses album, The Workers' Song. Now, music happening around the island this week, there are a few changes to the regular sessions. The O'Donnell session this week is on Thursday, the 6th of March. And that's because it's Pat Knight's funeral on the 7th, and there'll be lots of musicians and friends coming over for that. So hopefully they'll be able to attend the session on the night before. The Sunday afternoon session will be at the Manor in Willesden from 1 till 4 p.m. There'll be the Folk Club in Ramsey at the Buffs Club on Thursday night, and on Friday night in the Ather Room at the Centenary Centre you can enjoy Relative Impact and Jeff Kerrison for free. That starts around about 8 p.m. Also, of course, on Sunday night there's Chris Drever and Chris Stout performing at the Institute. I said I'd play another track featuring Chris Stout on fiddle, along with the harpist Catriona McKaye. This amazing piece of music is from 2005 and an album called Laybrack, and it's The Hangman's Reel. Well, that's some playing, isn't it? Chris Stout and Catriona McKaye with The Hangman's Reel. Now, I've always enjoyed the music of Lisa Knapp. She and her partner and producer Jerry Diver take very traditional material and give it a very modern twist. Their new album as a duo, Hinterland, has just been released, and here's a track from it called Hawk and Crow.
Said the hawk unto crow one day, oh, why do you in morning's day? I was once in love, but it didn't prove fun, and ever since I wear the blood. Let me hide a little light, light a little long. Let me hide a little light, light a little long. I was once in love and it didn't prove fun, and ever since I wear the blood. And next I spoke the willy white tail. I was once in love and it did prevail. I was once in love and it did prevail. And ever since I wag my tail. Let me hide a little light, light a little long. Let me hide a little light, light a little long. I was once in love and I did prevail. And ever since I wag my tail. Next I spoke the little brown thrush, sitting in yon Hollywood. Oh, the way to cool, I've heard them say, is to go out all night and sleep the next day. Let me hide a little light, light a little light. Let me hide a little light, light a little light. Oh, the way to cool, I've heard them say, is to go out all night and sleep the next day. At last I spoke the journey ran. Do you know what I'd do if I was a man? For fear would run, what the wrinkle and go. I'd wear 2 strings all on my body. Let me hide a little light, light a little long. Let me hide a little light, light a little long. For fear that one would wrinkle and go. I'd wear 2 strings all on my bow. Let me hide a little light, light a little long. Let me hide a little light, light a little long.
Here's some music from Sweden. This is from an album called Vader, or is it Varda, released at the end of last year by Emma and Alika. That's Emma Reed and Alika Frisell. They first met in a teacher-student relationship at the Royal College of Music in Stockholm. This track from the album is called Vals efter Blecko. Last tonight is a new track by Trip, that band based in Scotland, which includes Peel's Isla Callister. I was saying just the other week after playing their single The 50 Reels that I was really looking forward to hearing more music from them, and here is a new single, Blessed Are the Meek. It features Alistair Mackenzie on guitar and voice. I think he's a great singer and it's a great track. I'll be back next week to play more great folk and roots music from the Isle of Man from all around the world, and I hope you'll join me then.
You know the story about a woman and a man in a garden living free. The only danger was a stranger by a tree, selling apples by the score. Blessed are the meek, blessed are the true lovers. It's anybody's guess, really more to this, where it's gonna go. I better make a break before we get in big trouble. I'll look out for you, you look out for me, the way it's gonna be. Another story about a woman and a man. The only difference is the time. He had a lover, she knew his long hair was his strength, and so he cut her all off for love. Blessed are the meek, blessed are the true lovers. It's anybody's guess, really more to this, where it's gonna go. I better make a break before we get in big trouble. I'll look out for you, you look out for me, the way it's gonna be. Another story about a woman and a man. Who can say if it's right or wrong? He was the new king in the making, but he said, I'm gonna give it all up for love. Blessed are the meek, blessed are the true lovers. It's anybody's guess, really more to this, where it's gonna go. I better make a break before we get in big trouble. I'll look out for you, you look out for me, the way it's gonna be. Gotta do something seriously. Oh, oh, I can't ignore it any longer. Oh, oh, I gotta do something seriously. Oh, 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 oh. Blessed are the meek, blessed are the true lovers. It's anybody's guess, really more or less, where it's gonna go. I better make a break before we get in big trouble. I'll look out for you, you look out for me, the way it's gonna be. Blessed are the meek, blessed are the true lovers. It's anybody's guess, really more to this, where it's gonna go. I better make a break before we get in big trouble. I look out for you, you look out for me, the way it's gonna be. Blessed are the meek, blessed are the true lovers. It's anybody's guess, really more or less, where it's gonna go. I better make a break before we get in big trouble. I look out for you, you look out for me, the way it's gonna be, the way it's gonna be.